beautiful mama. I know that to commit to something when you're a mama is huge. To find the money, the energy, the time and the space to show up as best you can, sometimes fully all in and sometimes just trying to catch up and thinking, oh, I'm not doing so well this month, but still continuing with this is huge. It is so big for us to try and find a way to honour ourselves as women while we're raising our little ones. I really want you to know how amazing that is, that you have been in the circle for nearly 12 months now, a whole year of trying to honour yourself and grow and find yourself, a beautiful new and aligned self. It really is amazing. And so that is why I have sat with this idea of what to do with the circle coming up to the 12-month mark for a couple of months now. The feedback that you all gave me was so amazing. And as I said before, to hear how much this has connected with you, and although you might not always be able to do everything I suggest for the month, to know that it's there was just so beautiful to read. But as I dived into what each of you was sharing and each of you was saying, what's worked but what you want more of, and what's worked and what hasn't worked, I realized that the format of what we're doing here is not the best way to create the support and the inspiration that you need. This whole year for me has been a process of undoing to redo. It has been a nearly 5-year journey of running programs and coaching and connecting with hundreds of mamas. And this year really felt like the chance for me to sit back after all these years and hundreds of mamas and think, okay, so what am I doing really? And how can I best do this for all of you? Just a few months ago, I had an amazing weekend away with Vicky, who you all know, and a beautiful business strategist and mama who's done my programs, Stacey. And we sat together for the whole weekend and really just spent the whole weekend talking about you. You, the mamas that have signed up. You, the mamas that trust me. You, the mamas that listen to the meditations and say that it is my website and my book and my meditations that you come to when you most need it. And I really wanted to honour you and see how best we can do this. How best can I serve all of you and share this beautiful journey with each of you and make sure that we're doing it the best way we can. And when we sat with these big beautiful pieces of butcher's paper, we tracked the mama journey that you go on with Happy Mama. You start here and then you do this program and then you go here, and then what would you most what would you most need by now? What would you most want? How can I best do that part? And it was beautiful. It was this whole timeline that I could see. And then when all of the feedback came back for the circle, I realized that this monthly membership formula, as you would call it in the business world, is actually not the best way for us to do this together. It's been very hard to make this decision, but I want to say to you that what I realized a few months ago about how I can support everyone at each stage didn't involve a membership. The mamas that responded to me and sent me messages and emails, you shared that you just love it, but. And when I read each of your buts of what you would like more of or what you would like less of, I realized that I'm able to do that. All that you ask, I'm able to do that for all of you in this new way. So what does that mean? It means that at the end of September, the circle as it is now will no longer. Vicky and I will help you all make sure that your automatic payments are cancelled in time. And there'll be more details about that. You'll have plenty of time to download meditations and everything. But I want you to know that this is not the end. Instead, it's going to be what you're asking me for, which is more support, more feeling like you're part of a tribe, more feeling like you're connected, more feeling like there's something there that you really need. And in its place, there's going to be a lot more free things that you'll be able to connect in with, including a monthly live group call, just like we would do in the circle, that's now going to be free, that I invite beautiful women and friends that I love to have these gorgeous conversations with, and we sit in circle online just like we do now, and we have those conversations every month. There'll be more details of that coming soon. You'll still get my podcast, my free 5-day programs, all of these things that you'll be able to have. And then if you want more, there is a new 40-day practice that's starting in just over a week. Actually, just a week now when this email arrives in your inbox. There'll be programs and practices that you can join and dip in and out of whenever you need. And then next year at the start of the year, I'm going to be offering a brand new 4-month program. And this program is what many of you are asking me for. This is small, this is intimate, this is one-on-one with each other. This is deep diving and 40-day practices and all of that. So in the email, I'm outlining everything that's coming up as far as I know it, including my plans to get around Australia and New Zealand in the next 6 months to hold one-on-one workshops and one-on-one circles, so you can sit with other mamas and do this together for a change. And my intention is that in the workshop in Brisbane and in the workshop in Auckland and Perth and wherever I go, there will be an opportunity to say, if you want to keep connecting with these women in this way, put your name down here and we'll connect you. Because in the feedback, you all asked me for possible personal connections. You asked for more focused support, more support in a Facebook group, or some of you didn't want the Facebook group at all. When I read through it, I knew that I could give each of you exactly what you're asking for in a better way. And the circle is not that way. I wanted to say that to spend the last 12 months with all of you, to feel that there is a circle of women that have come together like this, has been a truly amazing blessing. And this is not the end. I really want you all to know that today. This is not the end. It's just a birth of a better way. Seasons change, cycles change. 12 months ago, I thought a membership was the way that I could best hold this space for all of you. And it has been amazing. But what we have planned for you, I think and I truly believe and trust can do it better. Any questions at all, please send us an email. But wherever you are in your journey as a mama and a woman, I'm hoping that you will now see that there's something there in Happy Mama for you. Whether you just want to do your own thing, you'll be able to. If you want so much more support within a Facebook group and a group of women and check in with each other regularly, you'll be able to. If you want a longer, more deeply spiritual practice and a program, you'll be able to. If you want to meet up with local mamas and talk about this stuff, you'll be able to. And if you want to join live calls where we sit in circle, the part that you guys all loved was those monthly live calls. I'll still be doing that, and they are now free. The first one is already planned for the end of September with Lisa Corduff. And we're already sitting, planning and talking about it. And each month I will invite in another mama to sit and talk and answer your questions and sit in circle together. So, As you can tell, I'm excited about how this is changing, but I really am so very grateful for the way that you have committed to this and shown up the best you could over the last 12 months. And I promise you, before we finish at the end of September, we're going to have some beautiful reflections and celebrations of the 12 months that you have spent dedicated to yourself. Think of this as a 12-month program that you have done for yourself. You now have an enormous library of resources, meditations, worksheets, new moon and full moon practices, Kundalini yoga, interviews, things that you can listen back to. You will have a chance to download them all. You have spent 12 months doing this, and it has been an honor to share it with you. Sat Nam, beautiful circle mamas. There is so much more to come, and I hope that you will find exactly what you need in the way that we are creating things in the next 12 months. Much love.